Welcome back to our podcast at AIX. Our expert today is Faras Hussein. He's from Pakistan, and he has started to use AI to basically teach people or help people to get educated with the help of AI. Very happy to have you here, Faraz. Please tell us a few words about yourself and most importantly, how you came into the field of AI and what you are doing there.
Thank you so much, Mark. So, yeah, as you already told the audience, my name is Faraz and I am from Pakistan. And I have started AI when I was in university in 2016. I created my
Oh.
first robot and we
So it's 8
named
years. So 8 years ago, you already started with AI.
exactly. We named
So you're an
it,
early mover.
yeah, exactly. The LeapGo robot. So what did
Uh-huh.
the LeapGo robot do? We can actually control it with the our hands. So there
Hmm.
were not a remote. Instead of remote, we used our hand palms to control it. And
Oh,
then I created the self-driving car prototype in my final year project. Uh,
I also did self-driving cars.
Wow. Yeah. So
So you were
very
you were
next.
faster than Google and Tesla, yeah?
Exactly. So the Google actually created a self-driving car in 2015. They tested
Uh-huh.
it in the London. I just watched the video back that time, and I just love it, and I wanted to
Mm.
create my own, but because I had very low funds because I was a student at that time, so we just created a self-driving car prototype, and we used the toy car for that
Uh-huh.
and the camera and different other sensors on it. Yeah, so that this is how I came in the field of AI.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and also at that time I studied and I did some certificates in artificial intelligence, and one of them is the Udacity self-driving car
Uh-huh.
course which I did, and it was amazing. I was very lucky to get the scholarship at that time, and I was trained by the best trainers at that time
Mm.
in the field of AI.
What happened to those projects? I mean, to those cars, for example, which you developed. Anyone used your technology, or it went to the litter box?
So it was just a final year project.
Huh?
So yeah, so I completed everything and I gave to the university. So
Mm.
the students who come after me can do some other research and implementations on it. But I think because it was very hard at that time, to be honest, because the field of AI were just emerging at that
Mm.
time.
Yes.
Yeah, so there were not too many experts. Then I came with the idea, why not train the people in AI? Then I started my own academy in AI, and
You have your own academy.
yeah, the physical academy, where
Uh-huh.
I used to teach people about Python, artificial
Uh-huh.
intelligence, different libraries we can use in AI, the machine learning, how can we create apps or embed our
Uh-huh.
models in those apps, things like that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then
Interesting.
I moved to the Dubai, and here I also teach people the field of AI, and
So
also
teaching is your passions, yeah? You like to teach people, and especially when it comes to computer
yeah,
science and AI.
in my early ages when I was a kid, I used to think why trainers are not interesting. They were always boring people. They just came to the class, teach, and just go away. So there were nothing interesting. But
Mm.
what
Mm.
I believe, training should be like a movie. In
Mm.
movie there is a starting point. We introduce who are the main characters, and then there
Mm.
is a flow of emotions in the movie, and there come the climax. But there is nothing like that in the training.
No.
So
So
this
you
is,
are, so you have changed this. So in your trainings, it is like this. So they are really interesting because,
I'm
for
trying
example,
to do it.
If you
Yeah,
say Python, for me it sounds very complicated to learn Python. So if you can make this in a really interactive, interesting way, that must be very interesting to a lot of people.
exactly, exactly. So this is what I'm trying to do as well. That to make trainings, the boring trainings, to be honest,
Uh,
very interesting. Just like you told about Python. Python is a
mm,
programming language, right? And whenever someone teach the Python, they were like, okay, look, this is a variable, this is a function, and blah blah blah. All these terminologies, okay, we understand that you know Python, that's okay.
mm,
But how you are going to train the people who never heard the word Python or who don't even know what are you talking about? Why
mm.
we need to learn Python at the first place?
Yeah,
And
that's a good question.
and
Yeah.
in simple words, what I'm going to do with it.
Mm,
Why is it
mm,
important for me?
mm,
So if we tell them why it is important for them, not only for them but for the technologies which are going to happen in the future, especially in the field of AI, why this language is very important for them and what they can do with it. So what I believe is teaching by practical, not by the theory. So I actually like to ask them to build something even if
mm,
they don't know
mm,
anything about it. It's
mm.
just like when you give the clay to the kids and ask them to build something. They don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about the physics,
yeah.
they don't know about what is clay
Uh,
and how
You
it
have
is.
to show us in our next video together. This is, let's say, the introduction podcast,
Yeah,
but in the
sure.
next video, you really need to come here in our studio and you have to show us how to build models in Python, for example, or really how to use AI models for your company. So I think you have a lot of practical knowledge and you can explain this. That would be very interesting for us and for all our followers.
What I believe, this universe and everything in this universe is made up of something, right?
Mm,
So
that's
there is a
true.
recipe of everything. Just like that, there is recipe of creating application. There is recipe of creating artificial intelligence. So once we understand the recipe, that how things are made up and how they are connected with each
Mm,
other, then I think nothing is complicated. You know, one atom can create molecules, and
mm,
molecules can create proteins, and
mhm,
the DNA, and they created us humans.
mm.
I think nothing is more complicated than the humans or
That is
life
true. That is
in
true.
short.
Mm,
These AI, these machines,
mm.
they
Now
are
that's more
created
logical.
by
That's
us. They are
that's
not
more
very
according to a system. Yeah, that is
exactly.
true. Tell me one thing, Faras. You are also using AI for education. So you are using AI tools for explaining complicated stuff to your students. How does this work? How are you doing this? And can you give some examples,
So what
probably?
we are doing right now, especially when we talk about the Pakistan, the internet
Hmm.
speed is very slow,
Yes, I heard
and
so. Mm,
yeah, it is very slow. And in some areas, there is actually only 2G. There is
mhm.
no 3G, 4G, 5G. There is only 2G where they
2G.
can only use WhatsApp at maximum for just for the
Mm,
messaging, not even for the audio or video call. So what we are trying to do, we are actually creating the different type of chatbots for them on the WhatsApp, and in their own native language, like there is a Urdu, there is a
mhm.
Punjabi, there is a
Yes.
Sindhi, Pashto, and other languages. Millions of people are here who are speaking these languages.
Mm,
So we are actually creating chatbots in these languages so they can communicate with them. and with the help of generative
And this
AI.
is and this is working with 2G even.
Yeah, exactly. So it can work with the 2G even. And now we are actually going to the next step. We are actually enabling this chatbot to be connected over phone.
Uh-huh.
So you don't even need uh, internet for talking with
Oh.
chatbot. There is a feature of SMS
Mm,
even in the
mm,
1G.
mm.
So you
Yeah.
just send message to the chatbot and it will reply you. You keep talking
Mm,
in the SMS, or you can even call him. I mean not him, but it actually.
mm.
So you can call it and you can talk it, and there can be a number of different use cases, like
Uh,
it can be a teacher. You, if
uh-huh.
you don't understand mathematics, it will teach you mathematics. If you don't
Uh-huh.
understand any topic of science, the quantum physics, it can teach you. It can also teach you
Mm.
AI, you know.
Sounds
So AI
nice.
is actually teaching you AI. How can you build me, you know? This
Uh,
is another
that's
another level. And
mm,
I just, love these things, that how
mm,
AI is going to change the future overall.
mm. Oh, that's really really amazing. So this, I mean, this what you've just said. This, let's say, educational chatbots. When did you start? When have you started with them? Are they already working? Are they running? Are there already
Yeah. So
people
we
using them?
Yes. So we started them in back in 2019,
Oh, that's a long
three
time
years
ago.
ago, three
Uh,
years before ChatGPT, right?
Amazing, huh?
Yeah. So we didn't start it after
Uh,
ChatGPT. We actually started them before ChatGPT. And
How many users you have already? How many people are using this? Or can you give a few numbers?
so there are many users. If I give you a correct number, it might be like 50 to 60,000 people are actually
Poh,
using it currently,
uh,
and
lot.
it's actually non-profit right now. We are not
Uh,
earning any money.
uh,
That's why but we are thinking, now to earn some money with
uh,
it right now. Maybe
uh,
different business model we need to do, but we are also creating bots for the B2B, for the companies, for industries, and for universities, academies
mm,
as well. And there are chatbots which can give you the career guideline, for example.
mm,
There are
mm,
chatbots that can
mm,
help you in your homework, specific to your books which you are
uh,
actually reading in your school, not journal information, but information which you need to know in your school, right? So this
yeah.
is so we are actually now training the chatbots with their own data given by the businesses, companies, and we are, simplifying things, to be honest. Whether
That's very
companies
interesting.
need them in website, in WhatsApp, or
Uh,
any other
this
channel.
we definitely need to do a second video very soon where you show
Yeah,
us
sure.
how you are doing this. That we do some examples. For example, just what you said with the homework. This is really interesting because this is what millions of students need. They get homework. They don't know how to test themselves in this. So if you have chatbots who are basically replacing the tutor or the teacher, and that you have someone who is challenging you, would be amazing.
True. You
Very
know
very
what
good.
what we are aiming is not replacing a human, to be honest, right?
Of course,
it
yeah.
will it will just facilitate them. It will
Mm.
just, facilitate the student.
So for me, this is really, really great because just imagine a student, he's in school, there's a teacher, there's a professor who's teaching them. This, of course, should not be replaced. But then when he comes home and he has to do his homework, if he then gets lost, he normally needs a tutor. But in this case,
Exactly.
he can use the AI chatbot who is helping him to revise.
Exactly. So anytime, if he doesn't like to use app, if he doesn't like to open the website, he can just go to the WhatsApp,
Yeah.
because he is already
Mm.
using the WhatsApp. So he doesn't
Mm.
need to install any new app. He doesn't need to go to the new website. Just open the website, WhatsApp, and talk with your tutor. who's now
Uh,
not a real human, but your AI companion
mm,
that you can access
mm,
24/7.
mm.
And
No,
of
I like
course,
this. I like
yeah,
this idea a lot. We need to work this out practically together. I'm looking
yeah,
forward
sure,
to this.
yeah, sure.
Um, just two more questions to you. First of all, what I like to ask everyone I'm doing podcasts with, um, you are, I mean, you've been in AI for 8 years, long before ChatGPT came on the market. Um, if I ask you, what are your, let's say, three most favorite AI tools? Which one would you name? And most importantly, what are they doing and why would you choose them?
Okay, so I think number one and the foremost would be ChatGPT. To be honest, you
Yeah.
know, it's a pioneer when it comes to the generative AI. I just love it. And
Yeah.
I use it daily for myself, uh, and I think everyone should use it. And there are many custom GPTs which you can use, so everyone should use it. That would be the number one. Second one would be the character AI. The character
Character
AI
AI.
character AI is very interesting and wonderful tool, where you can talk with any person, just like Einstein. You can
Uh-huh.
talk like Gandhi. You can talk with any of your favorite anime character, like a
Uh-huh.
Goku, or you just name it. So and you can also replicate your personality in that app. You can create
Uh-huh.
your own personality, like you can create Mark, I can create Faraz, I can teach
Uh-huh.
him uh, what I like, what I don't, how I talk, how I don't talk. So it will be trained, and then it will replicate you, and everyone can also talk with you directly, and it can
Uh-huh.
also clone your voice. And
It's
when
amazing.
talking about the voice, there is a tool ELO, which is another amazing tool where you can go clone any voice. You can just give it your image, and it can create your video. And there is another tool in video. So what does InVideo do? You just give it text about the video you want to create, and it will convert that text in the video. So
Wow. That
you
already
don't need.
exists. And I know, I heard that this is going to come, but I didn't hear that's already working. So it's already working in a good quality?
Yes, yes. You need to maybe test it. It is free to test. Just go to the InVideo, or just search Google InVideo, and just write any prompt or anything you want in the video, and it will create a video just in a minute, for you. Yeah, and the
Sounds
quality is
amazing.
also amazing.
Yeah. Great, great, great tips. So my last question. So the one question was about the tools, but
Hmm.
now if you think, especially in ChatGPT, but it can also be other tools, what are for you the most important use cases you are using the tools for? So if you see your private life before 2022, before ChatGPT came out, I think you were mostly working with Google and writing
I
your texts yourself. How has your private life changed since ChatGPT came on the market?
I will tell you two things. I am very bad at writing emails.
Yeah.
So I just went to, used to go to the Google, search for different templates for the emails to send people, or how to reply them. But when the ChatGPT came, now this very has gone. I just tell ChatGPT about writing email, professional way, in this tone. It just write it for me. So this helps me a lot in my daily life, in my professional life, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true.
Second was when I used to research for creating a presentation. It took me hours, but now with the help of ChatGPT, I can create presentation, the material for the presentation, within 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, we need to, optimize it, give it human touch, but
But
the
the
main
one thing is
purpose is,
the content of the presentation, but the
yeah,
other thing is the presentation
we get
itself. So
idea
you
actually,
just
yeah.
the presentation itself, you also ask AI to build for you, or you just get the content and you still build it yourself?
No, I just get the content, just the flow and content, or maybe if I need to research something, I just ask it about the different figures, facts and figures. So, especially when I am creating a presentation on one research paper, I just
So
give it.
you haven't found a tool yet which can also build the presentation for you.
No, there are many tools like that. To be honest, especially now the Gemini is
Yes.
integrated in the PowerPoint already. So you can just ask Gemini and it will create it for you. Yeah, there are, but I just like, the little bit of human touch when creating the presentation,
Okay,
because
that is true.
I need to show the people. So I think I should create them myself, but for the research purpose, for content, different type of things, I generally use ChatGPT.
Okay, so one more use case. What really helps you when it comes to AI?
Maybe when I want to take the interview of someone, just like you are, asking me different questions. Then, if I don't know person, if it is very new topic for me, I just ask it to create a questions for me, to be honest. And then I just see, okay, I should ask these questions. Okay, they are good questions, so I just filter questions. Yeah, this is also very helpful for me.
Amazing. Faraz, thank you very, very much. It was a very inspiring talk. And I hope that very soon I will see you here in Dubai, that we are sitting together and that you show us how such, let's call it homework, chatbot
Yeah.
could be built, because this would be interesting for millions of students.
Yeah, sure, Mark. Thank you so much. And I
Very much
will,
looking forward.
yeah, I would also love to hear about your journey as well. So
Of
yeah,
course,
next
anytime.
next time you will be giving me interview. Okay, thank you,
I will do so. I would love to.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. I think this was an amazing interview. And if you like interviews like this, you should subscribe this channel, switch on the notification bell, because more or less every day we are uploading similar videos with experts of AIX. AIX, as you know, is the biggest international channel for training and academy in artificial intelligence. So whatever information you need, you will find on our channel, you will find with our experts. So in those podcasts, you meet the experts. So stay tuned and see you very soon in one of our next videos.